Hi and welcome to the Geek Legion of Doom. We're going to be having a look at the top 12 G.I. Joe figures as collected by our Legion of Doom member Steve. So this is going to be his top 12 G.I. Joe figures of his personal collection. So over to you, Steve. Take us through the collection.
So we got G.I. Joe Ninja, Kim Arashikage. Basically this is Jinx. Jinx was a character that was in the Sunbow cartoon G.I. Joe the movie. Basically a slightly different figure. In the movie she had like a hood and slightly different variation of red. I do like this figure. This is a Collectors Club exclusive, so it's the G.I. Joe club.com exclusive. This is I like this figure because it is limited edition. I've got a few others of the Collectors Club exclusives. If I just turn over the back, so obviously it gives you like the characterization about her. That's it really. I mean, I haven't got a lot to say about this figure. I do like it, mainly because it's limited edition. It's not my favourite figure. Okay, next we've got Lady Jaye. So this is G.I. Joe 25th anniversary. These were released in 2007. This is obviously slightly metallic finish on the logo and around the edge of the card. Not all of them had that. Some of them it's just white. I do like this figure. I'm not particularly over keen on the character Lady Jaye, but I do like the figure. I like the card. I like the artwork. And again, the main reason I like these is because I was into it as a kid, and this is obviously a reproduction of the original card. Turn it over. Basically, again, you get the name, you get the whole fact file about the character, and again, reminiscent to the old cards, it shows you what other figures you can get within the series. Okay, and next one is G.I. Joe Resolute. This is a Cobra Trooper, or they've got, yeah, he's basically this is from a DVD release called G.I. Joe Resolute. I actually really like Resolute as a cartoon. It's great. It's a bit more adult. The theme's a little bit more adult than the original Sunbow ones. It's a particularly nice figure. The helmet is slightly different. Obviously, on the artwork here, it's got the Cobra symbol on the helmet. So on the figure, it doesn't have that. Having said that, it's still a good figure. I do like the variation of the helmet. It's slightly different to the old design of the Cobra Trooper figure, and different to the 25th anniversary Cobra Trooper figure. Again, it's same on the back, fact file about the character, and then obviously these are all the other releases that you can get within that series, or within that part of that series. So yeah, again, these aren't all Resolute figures. Some of these are 25th anniversary figures as well. So they sort of came quite soon after. Okay, next one is this is Duke. Again, I particularly like this figure. I do like again, it's based on the original artwork for the original figure. Again, it's a metallic finish to the logo and the edging. I do actually like the figure very much. It's very, military based. So some G.I. Joe figures aren't as kind of military looking, but I particularly like Duke. He is. He's like one of the main characters, Lieutenant Hauser. He's like a key component of the G.I. Joe story, really. He's like their first officer. Again, you get a fact file, and the card, it's pretty similar as the other. This is the 25th anniversary one. produced in 2007. I bought a lot of these in America from Walmart. At the time they cost $7.99, which I thought was a bargain. When I went out there, I didn't anticipate on buying them. I saw one and thought, oh, wouldn't mind getting that, Cobra Trooper. And then I ended up buying pretty much most of the series on my holiday. But it was good fun because I enjoyed just looking around and trying to find each one. But next we have this is Destro. It's like he's been pimped up. This is like 2007 exclusive. It's a convention exclusive. I think it's a Comic Con exclusive. I might be wrong, but I think it is. It doesn't actually say on there, but I believe it is. Again, this is from the 2007 25th anniversary releases. Basically, it's Destro. He's like a weapons supplier for Cobra. Here on this particular figure, they've kind of pimped him up. He's got a gold helmet, gold-plated helmet, face mask, and he's a bit looks a bit camp with his leopard skin leggings on there. Yeah, again, there's a fact file, slight variation on the card here because it's, I presume, because it's an exclusive, they've kind of just put a little bit about it, a bit more about Destro, and obviously it doesn't show the other figures that were released at the same time. Okay, next we have Serpentor. Now he was became the Cobra Emperor in G.I.Joe the movie. I like the figure. I actually not a big fan. I prefer Cobra Commander, but I do think he worked quite well in the movie. I do like the artwork. The artwork's obviously better than the figure. Figure's okay. Again, it's like a metallic finish to the logo and the edging. So this, yeah, again, 2007 release. I actually purchased this one off eBay. I couldn't get it in America when I was out there, but I've recently got this one, fairly recent, just to sort of try and complete my collection. But good figure. Okay, next we have Cobra Commander. This is Cobra Commander when he's not got his chrome dome helmet on. He's got just his cloth covers his face. I like Cobra Commander, and I think this is a particularly good figure. Again, I really like the artwork. I don't know whether this is whether you could actually buy Cobra Commander on a card like this with the cloth hood. I believe he was a mail away in the 80s, but I'm not entirely sure. But again, you know, it's a good card. Again, it's pretty much the same on the back as we've already seen with the others. Brilliant. Okay, next we have Blowtorch. Blowtorch, I like this one particularly because Blowtorch was, as a child, Blowtorch was always one of my favourite figures. I don't know why, looking at him now, but I just thought he was a good figure. I loved the fact, you know, he was going around with a flamethrower, and I just like the gear you get with him, really. Again, I like the artwork on the card. It's a reproduction of the original artwork. Good release. I like it. Okay, next we have Quick Kick. Now this is a Funskool release, which was released for an Indian market in this was released in 1993. I picked this up in the USA, quite cheap actually. What attracted me to this is obviously I like, you know, the card mainly. The figure actually is is not as well made as it's the original figure from the same molds as the 80s figures, but the actual quality of the plastic is not quite as good, and you can probably see, I don't know if you can see as well, I mean up close you can see that the quality is not quite as good. Same with the weapons. If you focus on the weapons, they're not as, the plastic's not as good quality. Cards on the back is similar. You got the the fact file, and you've got all the other characters that you can buy. The pictures are different from the original ones that were, some of them anyway, that you originally bought in the 80s. But other than that, the card's pretty much, the front of the card's pretty much the same. But I do quite like that because it's kind of an original figure, if you like. Again, this is another one that I like. This is airtight. This again is a Funskool release for an Indian market. Again, you can notice, I don't know if it shows up as well, but the quality of the plastic's not as good. On the original airtight, I think that the actual green on the helmet and the body is slightly darker. This is a bit more like grass green. But you know, I like it. I think, again, I got it fairly cheap. Quite pleased with that. Again, it's the same as, pretty much the same as Quick Kick, and this is a 1993 release. Okay, so we have, this is Sergeant Slaughter. He was like the G.I.Joe drill instructor, and this is a Comic Con exclusive. This is I picked this up in London in Forbidden Planet actually. So obviously this is it's kind of, because he was a wrestler as well. Jesse Ventura in the film, in the movie, did the voice for Sergeant Slaughter. So I think they've kind of like whacked a kind of wrestling belt in there as homage to that. But it's a good figure. I quite like the character in the comics and stuff. Again, because it's an exclusive, it's a slight variation in the back, and it's got a nice resume of the character. Okay, this is another Comic Con exclusive. This is 2008 Comic Con exclusive of Cobra Commander. This is my favourite out of the ones that I've shown you today. I think Cobra Commander, I do like Cobra Commander, and I like the artwork. I think really does it for me here. Figure's not particularly great if you look up close. He's like in a suit with his hood on, stood at a podium with like a little Cobra banner hanging down, kind of reminiscent of like Hitler stood at a podium in Nuremberg. Kind of reminds me of that. But yeah, no, I kind of like the way it's sort of formulating a scene. Him stood there with a mic and addressing all the Cobra legions. Good figure, I like it. And obviously on the back you've got the resume about the character, and obviously just got to, again, it's a slight variation in the card because it's an exclusive.
Okay, thanks for watching.